Wow. Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of the Dragon's Lair modded server that we're on. Hope you're all doing fabulous. I am doing very well, amazingly well, very happy, very chilled. This is our wonderful little abode that we constructed last episode, and I've got to say, still very much in love with it. Still very pretty. Still, I look at it and I'm like, wow, we built that kind of feeling. Off camera, I have done the top layer, the top room, so to speak. We will go have a quick ganders at that in a second, and we also put together our AFK Fish farm, which is just through the door, and I started showing you the design I wanted to go with, and this is where it kind of come out. I thought it looked really smart, kind of rustic, but very smart looking. And I've had a couple of AFK sessions here. We had the kick time change, so we were able to AFK here, which was really handy. It's not as powerful as the 114s, 114, 115 fish farms. I think it was the same fish farm in 113 as well, but it was still, this design is still immense. Like, it still gave us a lot of stuff. I mean, we've got fishing rods and bows for days. We've got food. All I've got to do is put a hopper under here, put it down to a smelt array, and we've got food for days. Then I've kind of put them out into their own books. So we've got ones here that are three book deep, one that's 4. Then we've got the 2 book deep, and then we've got the 1 book deep. It's done pretty well, I would say. These 2 are empty, but I'm very happy with it. It's done incredibly well. So I think what we're missing really here is a decent way to get ourselves XP. So today's episode is going to be dealing with getting XP. And the way we are going to do so is a 2-fold farm. Now, just out there you can see there's one lonely block with a torch on it. Just one lonely block. That is going to be the beginnings of our mob farm, which is going to tower up through the sky. Now, I'm going to mix two different mob farms that I've seen. And I'm having to use tutorials for 112 because I could never remember what the mechanics were in 112, because this is the version that I actually started playing Minecraft on, and it was a very long time ago. So I'm having to use a few tutorials. So I'm using one by Nembomb. It's one of his simple hostile mob farms, and I'm also utilizing the mechanics from one of Avamance's mob farms, but I'm not going to link Avamance because I'm not really using his farm. I'm using Nembomb's. So I will link Nembomb's farm down in the description. So if you want to check him out, if you're still on 112, great builder, very technical. He builds farms to get the best and most efficient way of getting whatever it is that he's building. So highly recommend looking into Nembomb. But this is going to be our beginnings. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little chute that goes up. And we're going to have it around about 22 blocks tall from wherever we put our standing platform. And we're going to put a little bit of redstone there to be able to put water. And that water then slows the mobs down so that they don't die instantly when they hit the ground. So we can kill them. That then gives us our XP. We can then also turn off that little feature at the 22-23 block mark, which then just makes it into a drop farm. So we don't get XP from it, but we get all the drops. That is pretty much why I'm sort of mixing the two, because Nembomb's is just purely getting drops, and Avamance's is getting XP. So this is where we're going to mix and match them. But that's going to be our job today. We are going to build ourselves our mob farm. Now, the mob farm itself is going to be exposed. You're going to see all of the platforms and things and whatnot. Not much I'm going to be able to do about that. But the bit where we're going to have the drop and the killing chamber, I think we could probably make that look a little bit prettier. So that's what we're going to aim for. Now let's go and have a quick look upstairs so that you can get a glimpse of what I have done whilst I have been on my own. Okay, so what I've done here, you saw these stairs last time I couldn't get up here, so this was a necessity. That clay that we found came in handy for some flower pots. And then we have chests for days. Now these are opening because all of these blocks here are stairs, so they're not quite full blocks, so that allows chests to open. Our flowers that we got in our swamp, they're sitting here beautifully in our pots that we've created. Carpet, just because it looks pretty, and I don't know if we can see them. Yeah, there's one, there's two. They were very busy giving us wool so that we could make our carpet here. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. And we've got some foliage in here just as decoration, just to kind of break up the wood, really. And that goes in all of the corners. And you'll see I have now filled in all of the holes that were in the ends of the roofs. I think it looks alright. Still, the jury's out whether or not I want to change these to a different colour or leave it oak. I'm letting it settle. Just letting it settle for now. Sun's going down. So let's basically get the mob farm going. We really need to get that happening so that we can get XP, so that we can start enchanting our tools and get some armor. That's what we want. We want armor. So let's get it on. Let's go. Let's do it. What are we waiting for?
I remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt something leave from within. I feel empty. Have I got nothing left to give? Am I living? 'Cause I only felt alive with him. I'm driving in the night, the hood down. It's when I feel alive, when no one's around. The darkness deep inside comes to light now. But it's alright, it's alright. I can break no heart if I got none. I won't break apart if I stay on the run. But sometimes in the night I miss the sun. Why did darkness come? I felt my body break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightness shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Why did darkness come? Why did darkness come? Break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightness shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up.
Alright, so time lapse over. We have built our farm. It took quite a lot more resources than I had anticipated. The slabs, I had to go back and resmelt cobble to get these slabs 5-6 times. I just totally underestimated how many slabs I would need. And there I am sitting on the little island here that's going to eventually become our storage room. And there's a handsome devil. So this is our farm. I've still got to put the hoppers and collection system in at the bottom and the other 3 walls. I decided to go with glass on the front just so that we could watch, if we wanted to, watch the mobs drop. Now, I haven't yet put in the system to allow us to change it to an XP farm. I will do that another time because this has actually taken me quite a while, and I would like to get this episode out tomorrow at the latest. So I haven't got time to put that in, but I will get that done, and that will become part of the farm. Hence the gap we have at the bottom here that will allow us to kill the mobs, and that will go all the way around the edge, so that anywhere on this side, anywhere on this side or this side or this side, we can stand and actually kill the mobs with our sword. And when we have a sweeping edge and a sharpness sword, we should be able to get all of them within that 5x5 square. So that's a case of us having to wait and see. If not, we'll use the bow and arrow. But I like the fact that it's 5x5 because we get the spiders through it nice and easy. The water was interesting. The amount of times I fell off my little scaffolding that you probably saw in the time lapse was ridiculous. But the water is quite impressive, the way it just sits on that half slab. I quite like that. There's our little drop chute just through the middle there. That's where they all kind of float. The farm's default state is in off, so it has water on all of the platforms just to stop any mobs from being able to spawn, basically. So when I don't want the farm on, that is how it sits. That's our way up to our AFK room, which apparently is an optimal place to be, so we shall see. But that is our AFK room, and it's all on the lower half slab, apart from that one, which doesn't matter because there's a door on it, so nothing can spawn up here. And also we have the half slab on the top of that block to stop anything there. On the top we have just a simple repeater clock, and it's just started to rain. What it does is it basically flick the switch and it just bounces across, triggers that dispenser, and then that dispenser then triggers the observer then goes down the tree and does all of the 10 platforms simultaneously, so everything gets washed down all at once. I made one tiny mistake when I set it off for the first time. I forgot then that this is then active, and I then shut it off, done what I needed to do to reverse it, went down to open up the drop chute, and there must have been 20 mobs standing there. So that was interesting, trying to get rid of them, but it was fine. It was good. It's fine. My fault. I did it. So that's what that does there. It's just a simple repeater clock. All we need to do now is just make a platform across to our ladder so that we can get up and turn it on for when we want to go up to our AFK. I think it came out quite nice, and it looks pretty awesome. Right in the middle of the bay. Oh, we've got some snow now as well. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get down to the rain again. There we go. So that's our farm, all completed. So I'm going to get on and now build up the walls and the collection system in the bottom there. Probably just going to chuck it into some chests for now, underneath the platform, because that's going to be another big job in its own right. I'm not going to get to that today, that's for sure. So I'm just going to chuck it a little sort of just a little sort of collection system here, maybe a few chests here, just to collect all of the items that come down from the drops. But yeah, other than that, guys, we have now got ourselves a mob farm. And at the moment is just drops, but it will become our XP farm, which is pretty awesome. I'm very happy with that. So, let me get on and get our little man up here to get to work again, because, you know, he's been slacking for the last 5 minutes. He's got his potatoes. Nice. Potatoes. Nice. Right, let's get it on. Okay, so we've been AFK now for about 15 minutes. I recorded the last segment and then came up and went AFK just to kind of get a grasp as to what the drops are that we're going to get from this farm. So without further ado, let's run down and have a little look. We need to turn off the clock, so let's quickly turn off the clock now. And I've decided this farm will only be able to run when there's nobody else on the server. As you can see, it's only me at the moment, because it does create a little bit of lag when the water changes. So we don't want to. Oh, there's some death happening there. We don't want to cause lag, unnecessary lag for everybody else on the server. So this will only actually get run when it is just me on the server. So let's have a little run across here. And as you can see, I've finished the side walls, and I've put slabs on top of the hoppers just to make it look nicer. And I've also made this path all the way through to the other side of the mountain. Now that mountain will obviously become our storage system, but for now it is just a hole straight through, so we don't have to keep running up and over. I added this lava here so that we can dispose of anything that we don't want. Now I'm hoping for at least a single chest's worth. Yeah, just a little over a single chest worth I think this thing might give me per 15 minutes. Let's have a little look. Wow. Jeez, that is insane. That is insane. That's 15 minutes of AFK. Just 15. Wow. So we got just a little over a double chest of drops from that system. Wow. Yeah, that is. I'm alright with that. That will do me nicely. And once we get our XP part of that in, I can't believe how efficient that is. Jeez, I honestly, I am gobsmacked. I did not in a million years expect that to be that efficient. Wow. Yeah, all right. I'm very, very happy with that. Cool. That gives us everything we now need for trading, for all sorts. I mean, we've had some witches, so we've got 1 block of glowstone sitting there already. So we've had some witches with the 3 drops here and the glass bottles. We've had a good few creepers by the look of it, and lots of spiders and skeletons. So I am loving that. That is awesome. Awesome sauce. Cool. Right. Anyway, enough of sort of patting myself on the back with that. What we need to really start focusing on, maybe for the next episode, is going to be the redstone for creating the XP part of the farm. So we'll put a sort of a layer of signs in there, and then put some droppers around, or dispensers around it, so that it just chucks out some water, and when the mobs fall through it, it slows their descent, and then the drop actually starts from when they leave that water. So I think it's 23 blocks is where it's critical. So I'm going to make it maybe 21 blocks or 22 blocks, so that when they fall through it, they're having a 22 block drop. That way, it should just be a one hit kill to do them on. But yeah, that is an awesome, awesome farm. And I'm so happy that we went through and did that. So what the next thing is I want to achieve on this episode is to finish the AFK Fish farm. So we have got all the walls in place. Let's have a little look down here. So we've got all the walls in place, and the storage for our drops, which is fine, but we have now got to do something with this ceiling. My thinking is I put quartz slabs all the way around here. Yeah, quartz slabs, maybe stairs around the edge, and then slabs on the inside, and then have these protruding through that. That I think might look nice. Now I'm not 100% sure how much quartz we have left after doing all of the observers. I mean, let's which one's in this one? Oh, so we got a little bit. Let's see what we can make out of that. Let's grab that. Right. So we can make 44 blocks of quartz. Okay. Can make. Gonna need a lot more than that. But let's see what we can do with what we've got. 16, yeah, we're definitely gonna need a lot more quartz, I am anticipating. So let's actually plop these up on the ceiling and see just what we need to go and mine out. Let's grab the old pick. Yeah, so we are about what's that, about 2/3 through the room. So yeah, we're gonna need more quartz. So I'm gonna have to go on a cheeky little mining session. Let's get rid of these ones here and see what sort of slabbage we're gonna need after we've done this. Now I'm just gonna leave the blocks around the light hole for now, just so I can sort of gauge where it is that we are with that. I think it will look quite nice with the slabs on the half block, on the upper half block. I think that will come out quite nice. And also in one of our books we have got a silk touch book. So I think that we are going to want get all these entities off the floor. I think we're going to want a silk touch pick, and then when we go mining again we're going to want a fortune, which I have got fortune books as well. So I think we need to start working on getting our tools together, getting everything sort of armoured up, really. We have no armour to speak of. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks alright. We got no armour to speak of. I mean, I could go and chuck some iron on, but it doesn't last very long, so there's no real point. It's just a waste of iron. Okay, so we're about halfway through the room with that as well. Alright, so I need to go and get some more quartz. And then I can come finish this. And then I will come back and show you what it all looks like once it is fully completed. Alright, so we're on our way back now to our base with our loot from the raid in the nether. And we got a fair amount of quartz. I was quite happy with that. So we can finish our room, that's for definite. We got a bit of cheeky glowstone as well, which is always nice. So we want to get blocks of quartz. Some of them. And then we want... Let's try 16 to start with, because we don't want to waste the quartz. Keep doing that with stairs. I did it again. There we go. Minecraft Pro. Alright, so we'll place all of these in. And then get this room all buttoned up. Oh, that was a little slip of the finger. Happens now and again. 1 and 2 and 3. Nice. So, yeah, that looks alright. I like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, now let's make some slabs. So we now want some of them. Beautiful. 18. Let's go. Seriously, one single slab out. Oh. To be fair, we need some more for that one anyway, don't we? So, let's get 3, and that gives us 6. That's fine because we want 5. So, shocker, we are left with a random 1. One, 2, 3, 4, and that is it. Done. Nice. I like that. That looks actually really nice. And it breaks up the darkness in here, I think. It kind of lifts up the darkness of the wood. Just gives it a little bit more bright. A little bit more oomph, you know? A bit nicer. So that's this room all completed. Next, I will take an output from this chest and put it down into a smelt array, and I might see about sending it back up and putting it into this chest once it's smelted it. That might be interesting. I like that idea. Okay, I'm going to look into that. But I think we've had quite a productive episode. We've completed our AFK room, and I've decided fortune is going to be the first one on the pickaxe, along with mending and efficiency, because I could have got a lot more quartz out of what I've just done, but because I didn't have fortune, I didn't get all of the extra quartz that I would have got. So I think fortune's going to be the first one on the list. Let's put our bounty away. But yeah, I'm super happy with this episode. Super happy that we've got this in place now. All we need to do really is to put the XP part of it in, and then put a nice little building around the bottom end of it, I think. And then the storage facility here. I am in 2 minds as if I want to put sorters, or if I just want to just stick them straight into chests. Now, putting them straight into chests will be so much easier, but the sorter does what it says on the tin, really. It does exactly what I would want it to do. So I am in 2 minds as to what I want from that. So I might even do that off camera and then show you what I've done next episode. But yeah, I think I might just take the extra effort and make the sorter. But you'll see next episode on what I have decided to do. But for this episode, guys, I am going to call it. It is an absolute fantastic build. And thank you to Nembom for coming up with this, and not only coming up with this, but making a tutorial that is stupidly easy to follow. And yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome sauce. So guys, I will see you all in the next episode, and I hope you have a fabulous week, and see you next weekend. Bye!